Hi friends, in the last class we discussed about the modification of the aerial stem. Now in this class we are going to discussing about the modification of subaerial stem. So normally modification of subaerial stems are four types, that is runners, stolons, suckers and rhizomes. So now let us start the first one, runners. Importance, very important. So when you coming to the runners, the stem grown horizontally and surface of the soil and they touch the soil and form into new plants called as runners. Example for the runners: grasses, oxalis, hydrocotyls. The next one we are going discussing about that is stolons. Very important. In case of stolons, from the main stem, the lateral branches are formed. After some time, the lateral branches move downwards, touch the soil and form into adventitious roots at the nodes region. They gives to the new plants. Normally stolons seen in example jasmine, mint, strawberry, vallisneria. Yes. The next one is rubus, frageria and nerium. In this plant you can see the formation of the stolons. And third one is very important, that is suckers. So when you coming to the suckers, from the main branches, lateral branch grown horizontally below the soil to some distance. After that they comes out of the soil and produces new plants the new plants called as suckers. Example for the suckers: chrysanthemum, yes, pineapple and banana. So these are the types of modification of the subaerial stems. Next we are going discussing about the modification of the underground stems. Now let us see third one, underground stem modification. Importance, you can expect the one question in the NEET exam, very important. Third one is very important, underground stem modification. Underground stem modification. See the first one here. Let us start now. First one, tubers. So tuber is a modified underground stem. Tuber is formed terminal portion of the underground stem. Tuber is swelling, consists of swelling structure due to the accumulation of the food material. Example for the tubers: potato, yes. Next, artichoke. Very important, the tuber consists of axillary buds. They are eye-shaped structure we call as axillary bud. If each tuber consists of at least one node, at least one bud, that is axillary bud, they have the capability to produce a new plants in vegetative propagation. So tubers example potato and artichoke. The next one we are going to discussing about the bulbs. Very important. Bulbs is modified underground stem. Modified underground stem. In bulbs, the stem is highly reduced form into disc-shaped structure. In a bulb, the bud is covered by fleshy leaves. Covered by fleshy leaves. Example for the bulbs. Importance: onion and garlic. Onion and garlics. Very important. Bulbs are two types. One more example can take here, lily. That is tunicated bulb and scaly buds. Tunicated bulbs and scaly bulbs. In case of tunicated bulbs, example, onion and garlic. Onion and garlic. Scaly bulbs, example, lily. Importance. The next one is, third one, very important, corms. It is grown vertically, important, grown vertically under the ground. Very important. The corms also consist grown vertically below the soil. Grown vertically below the soil. It also consists of nodes, internodes, buds and scaly leaves. And also consists of adventitious buds. So example for the corms, very important. Example for the corms: Colocasia is Jamicand, importance. Fresia is Crocus, importance. Next one is Alocasia. So these are few examples for the corms. It is grown vertically below the soil. So it is also modified form of the underground stem. The next one is very important. Next one is rhizome. Next, fourth one now, rhizomes. So that is, it is modified form of the underground stem. It is grown horizontally. Grown horizontally in the soil. The rhizome also consists of nodes, internodes, buds and scaly leaves. Now see the diagram also. Yes. It also consists of adventitious buds and consists of nodes and internodes regions. Consists of nodes and internodes region. Example for this one, rhizomes normally seen in banana. Yes. Example for the rhizomes, banana, ginger and turmeric. So very important. One more example here, adiantum, all comes under the ferns. This also shows, means adiantum also shows underground stem modification, that is rhizome. So these are about the modification of the underground stems. Now let us start special modification of the stem. Very important. Special modification of the stem. Special modification of the stem. Special modification of stem, especially that is, it also called aerial stem modification only. Aerial stem modification. Very important, aerial stem modification. See the first one, phyllocladodes. Very important. Phyllocladodes. In some plants, stem is modified to flatten or storage green photosynthetic structure we call as phyllocladodes. I am telling her phyllocladodes means the stem is modified to flatten green photosynthetic structure we call as phyllocladodes. Example for the phyllocladodes: Opuntia. In case of Opuntia, it is flattened stem, flattened green stem involved in photosynthesis process. Next one is Euphorbia. Importance: in Euphorbia, the stem is fleshy structure. Next, other example, cactus, Casuarina. So these are all example to the phyllocladodes. Very important, phyllocladodes nothing but the modified form of the flattened green photosynthetic structure we call as phyllocladode. In phyllocladodes, leaves modified into spines, especially in case of Opuntia, the leaves are modified into spine-like structure. The next one is, second one is very important, cladode. Cladode means if phyllocladode consists of at least one or more internodes called as cladodes. Example for this one, importance, very important, Ruscus asparagus. Ruscus and asparagus. Next, third one, very important, tendrils. Very important. That means in some plant stems, axillary bud modified into tendrils for climbing. Example for the modification of the tendrils stem, that is bitter gourd, watermelon, is bitter gourd, watermelons. Next, grapevine. So these are example to the tendrils. The next one is very important. In some plants, stem modified into thrones. Very important, modified into thrones. Example for this one, citrus and bougainvillea. So it is about the special modification of the stem. The few points I will give here, very important, very very important. The next one is very very important, that is, in case of, please keep note and write this point. Fill load, very very important. Fill load nothing but, in case of Australiana acacia, in case of Australian acacia, petiole modified into green flattened structure called fill load, very very important. So very very important. Here one more point you should know clearly. So fill load cladodes, it is a modified form of stem. Example Opuntia, am I right? Yes. Or one more example, cactus, euphorbia. So this comes under the example. Next, under this only, cladodes. If phyllocladode consists of at least one internode region or more internode region, we call as cladodes. Example, Ruscus asparagus. Next, one more here example, fill load. So remember here, fill load is nothing but modified form of the petiole into flattened green structure to carry the photosynthesis. Example, Australiana acacia, importance, Australiana acacia. So these are very important. So this is very very important in exam point of view. They'll ask you, don't get any confusion here. Phyllocladodes, cladodes and phyllodes. The next one is, we are going discussing about the functions of the stem. So when coming to the functions of the stem is mainly involved in mechanical support and bearing leaves, stems, flowers, as well as, means stem mainly consists of branches, leaves, and also bear flowers and fruits. In case of stem is young, that is involved in photosynthesis process. In case stem is mature, it provides mechanical support. In some plants, stem is modified into storage of the food material in case of tubers. In some plant, stem is modified into vegetative propagation. In some plants, stem is modified into, very important, phyllocladodes, that is to carry the photosynthesis. So it is about the special form of the stem modification that comes under the aerial stem modification. Okay, thank you all of you. We'll meet in the next class.